Okay. What it do, y'all? Welcome to another week, another new episode of Tech File. Got the whole crew in the building this week. We're going to start our NFL previews, talk about SummerSlam, talk about the big return at SummerSlam, and little sprinkle of NBA there at the end there. So let's get into it.
Hit him hard, let's go. That T-E-C-K, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like he damn miscellaneous. Spitting real talk with the entertainment. Other podcasts steady the game up and they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them that they better get their nose ready at a home city. And I'll get it block even on a low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get tapped on everybody else. They should get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I. Better keep them cameras and microphones hot, cause this one's a vibe. Gotta run this race with my tribe. I going live with the pie. Do it like there's no tomorrow. Came to my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit them hard. Got them throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is technical file.
Welcome to episode 401 of Technical File, the sports podcast you never knew you needed.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, a.k.a. Ass Ketchum, a.k.a. Mr. Give It To Me. How goes it? How's everybody doing this week and shit?
I'm the Eric J.
Only known as
The Eric J.
And I'm Camille, point guard of the crew, the Rob T. Life like the girl next door. You know, holding it down for all the women who love sports.
And it's your boy K Harris, the gentleman,
The gentleman.
the everyday gentleman,
24/7.
but better known as Mr. Ooh yeah.
I know that's right. All right, y'all. You know what else is right? I say that too often, I think.
Show enough.
Too often. I know that's right. Make sure y'all following us on our social media platforms. I'm going to get this job back to Ken soon.
No, I know.
Follow.
If you want it done right. You know, sometimes I say if you want it done right, do it yourself.
This right here.
Make sure you follow us on our social media platforms at Technical File, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky Technical File Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. On the YouTube side of things, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. We record the show live every Tuesday. So make sure you're in the know that you can join the show like Shaolin, who's already in the comments.
What's going on, fam?
Dilly
What up,
dilly,
though?
everyone.
Hey.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
So like I said, we got some NFL we're going to start with. We're going to start our previews here for the next 4 weeks, breaking down one of the directions in the AFC and the NFC version of it. We got a little NBA to talk about, and then SummerSlam, because the party of the summer, did it actually live up to the hype? We're going to talk about it. But first, NFL. We are doing the North this week. So AFC North, NFC North, 4 questions, 4 of us, 4 teams. Fantastic Four.
Hey, great movie.
It was a great movie.
Great movie.
It was a great movie. So yeah,
Apparently people stopped going to see it though.
I saw that too. I said,
really?
golly.
Had like
That
an
quick?
80% drop in week 2.
Somebody that I know who listens to this podcast is
Ooh.
a huge Fantastic Four fan, and they bootlegged it.
This ain't one you can bootleg. You gotta go see it.
Come on, some movies
You gotta spend a little
need to be
bread.
experienced in the theaters. I will stand on
I saw
that.
the IMAX too in Chicago.
That's where I want to see.
Yeah, I saw it when I was in Chicago. That shit was fire.
I think I've been to one movie post pandemic. Like
Really?
that's
Oh,
really,
really?
just all it is. It's like I don't go to the movies anymore.
Yeah.
But like,
I
and I
still
think
don't
a
go.
lot of people have like changed their viewing habits, and like even Marvel ain't gonna bring them back. And Marvel had a string of like this ain't worth coming to the movies for, so like they've lost the trust. So
This one though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And
I
meanwhle,
heard Thunderbolts was good too.
It
was.
I'm about to say, I keep hearing Thunderbolts is like the best one so far.
I wouldn't say that.
I ain't gonna say the
It
best
wasn't
one,
the
but
best to
Thunderbolts
me.
was way better than I expected for sure.
I think this is not an MCU pod,
Yeah, I know.
but last thing I'm
Could
gonna
be.
say is that ultimately,
Definitely.
I do think that the multiverse saga
Mhm.
has been better than people giving it credit for. I think that people were so hyped up on how Endgame and Infinity Wars went
Yeah.
when you finally got to the grand finale
Mhm.
that it's hard to start back from the quote unquote beginning of building up the story from the beginning, and then it's like it's a whole new set of characters and all this other stuff, and then it's all spacey and multi-dimensional, so there's other elements to it, but ultimately there have been some good movies and good projects in this phase of MCU, but that's a conversation
Exactly.
for another day. Right now,
I was about to go off, but we can move on.
See, matter of fact,
right now though, we're going to talk about the AFC North. So let's get started with the topics for the week. 4 letters, 1 word.
Tech.
Hey, put that
He,
on the shirt.
he would sue us. All right. AFC North. So Baltimore Ravens, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Cleveland Browns make up this division. Fun fact, since the AFC North has become this, when it got realigned, which was in like 02, the Cleveland Browns have not won this division.
Oh, hell no.
Not,
I'm like, hell no. Did you hear who you just called off?
not one time.
Yeah, but I mean-
Since 2002, though?
Then they was a trash franchise. Just the way they operated for a while.
I'm just saying. It's
mathematically,
it's
like, it's
crazy.
damn near impossible. Like, just you luck into a 11-5
one.
season.
The Bears have won a division more times
Hey,
than the
hold on
Browns.
now. We
man.
ain't had no reason to get thrown in.
Yeah, y'all did.
No, I'm just saying.
If the shoe fits, nigga,
All right.
wear that motherfucker.
I mean, y'all had a Super Bowl since 2002 at least, right?
Yeah.
What was the
06.
Yeah, so
Rex Grossman, let's go. Sexy Rexy.
all right, but AFC North. What is your big question about either a team in the division or the division as a whole? Who has a burning question about the division they want to talk about?
I got one.
What's up?
Can Aaron Rodgers propel the Steelers to the playoffs this year?
The Steelers sure do hope so.
They banking on it.
Based
For
on what I
sure.
just saw, I don't know. The footwork looking a little slow.
How old is he?
Lackadaisical.
41, right?
Yeah.
My nigga, come on.
It's looking real 41-year-oldish.
You ain't Tom, bro. You don't got to do all this.
Yeah, but like,
Just to put that in perspective, he is 3 years younger than Rex Grossman. Like,
damn,
That's nuts.
damn, I didn't even realize that.
Mm.
He close. But I mean, the knowledge that you're gonna get and bring with Aaron Rodgers to your offense, the Steelers' offensive line wasn't terrible last year. They got some more players in, and then they brought over Jonnu Smith, and then they got DK Metcalf.
Mhm.
So they brought over pieces in order for him to have 2 tight end sets like he normally would. He gonna have his quick outs. He probably gonna have a lot of check downs to the running back. The running back they drafted is a good dual threat guy.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that they did around him on offense is to help their team because their defense is typically what carries the Steelers. And everybody usually be like, man, if they just had something on offense, they'd be all right. So they built enough around him offensively, I think, that they don't need him to be Super Rodgers at all. They just need him to make sure that he don't turn the ball over.
Be league average.
And that's his specialty, to not turn the ball over. And league average is on the worst day,
Mhm.
typically.
Well,
Typically.
like he won last year, but we know that was the first year coming off an Achilles.
Correct.
Year 2 should be better production, but also you're fighting father time during this situation.
Undefeated.
New system
A
again.
new system.
New coach, new team,
New everything.
Wide receivers. You ain't
New
got that
everything.
3rd-year grace of now you know everybody in the offense and everything. You got the coach fired while he was there. Tomlin ain't going nowhere.
And it's his last year, too. This is it for Rodgers. So, like,
I mean, he ain't the most reliable narrator, so we'll see.
But
I'm just playing.
he should be good enough for them to be able to sustain on offense.
Mhm.
Because again, their main thing is if we can get an offensive quarterback that don't turn the damn ball over.
Yeah.
They've been in most of the games.
yeah.
They've been having the
And I mean, last year when they had Fields and Russ, and they were winning games with Fields,
Mhm.
they end up going to Russ because at least Russ would air it out.
Mhm. Russ started off super strong.
He did.
Like the
I mean,
first
Fields
5
did too,
games.
low-key.
Yeah. Mhm.
But then they wanted a little bit more in the offense passing game, and Russ could give you that,
Mhm.
but it ain't consistent.
wide
there
receivers
either.
want the ball.
They do, and Rodgers should do a better job of getting in there. The part of it that has me a little nervous is that the Steelers have lost 2 interior offensive linemen this
Mhm.
offseason.
Mhm.
So we'll see how the pressure looks, because something that we were talking about before we went live, and Eric mentioned it, of like Rodgers' superpower used to be his mobility, extending plays, just moving around in the pocket, not getting sacked, extending plays. And without that ability, he is really going to have to rely on getting the ball out of his hand quick. So to your
Which
point, Tim,
has not been his strong suit throughout his career.
he got better at it last year. Last year
he
did it.
Hey, listen.
That's pretty much
Trying to
all
get
he was
hit
doing
again.
last year. He was. That's probably why that man said, "Listen,
I can't take one too many more of these.
I can't handle this. I can't handle this no more." So I mean, it's a big question.
Start looking like Tom Brady in that motherfucker.
like NFL teams more than any other sport talks about like distractions. Like, do we think that Rodgers, given his somewhat diminished play, greatly diminished athleticism, like does he take more off the table than he puts back on it? Like, will the other stuff kind of outweigh whatever good that he does bring? Like, is that a concern given how things went his last couple of years in Green Bay and all the turmoil in New York?
It's a fair question to ask because of, like you said, the track record. One thing that has remained true is that the teammates always are like, oh man, you know what? I love playing with him. But let's see how that continues on throughout the season. They have quite a few different personalities in that locker room. It's going to be a test. It's going to be, yeah, but it's still going to be a test for
That would have been a Molotov in that.
With Pickens too?
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, the offense that made gains, but their defense made gains too. Like, they signed Darius Slay and they traded for Jalen Ramsey. So their defense still got some bangers
And
too.
they paid Watt.
They paid Watt. So now you got a happy superstar. He's gonna be chasing the shit out of motherfuckers as long as he stay healthy. So like that defense is definitely gonna be more of the load too. So that's like what he's expected to do. He should be good, and I think he should be good enough to propel the Steelers to where they're trying to get to.
I think so too. Because like you said, the defense is still really good. TJ Watt got his contract. They got Alex Highsmith. Like Cam Hayward still seems to. I don't know how he keeps performing at the age that he is at this point too.
Some niggas could be outrunning Father Time for sure.
Yeah, I mean the only question that I would have with the Steelers defense is just the secondary. Steelers, your cornerbacks, like. Is Jalen Ramsey going to be enough with Big Play Slay? Is Big Play Slay going to be big playing?
Big Play Slay.
We going to see. Like that's the part of the defense that's like a little bit of a question mark, but I can see it. I saw a question. Dwayne's question, which is this football?
It's foosball.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's that season, brother. It's that season.
Playing the foosball.
Shell said, "How bad is the Bengals defense going to be?" And that feels like it plays a little bit into Ken, the question that you had for the AFC North, which was just around like how the Bengals will hold up. So like, what about the Bengals made you be like, that's the question of the division for me?
Just because we saw like how well like their offense is, especially like last year. Joe always plays at a high level. When Joe's healthy, I'm big on Joe. I'm a huge Joe fan. Like I'm looking for him to get an MVP this season.
Seem like Cody.
God damn it. I guess I have a type.
You do.
But damn it.
I guess I have a type of
Took the win completely out of yourself.
Right.
Exactly. Showed you. But no, like we saw how well they did last year. They have all the weapons that you can possibly want on offense. You got a number 1 and number 2 that are amazing. You have an amazing quarterback. But last year, it just seems like they could not close out games. Like Joe was putting up 5 touchdowns a game and still catching L's because the defense can't stop any other offenses. So just saying like how well like the team as a whole will hold up, because the offense is there. So now like the defense really has to get it together for them to, for those losses that they had last year to turn into wins.
They got their rookie finally.
Yeah, who's supposed to come in and try to help, because that defense was
But they still,
cooked.
they still ain't play old boy though, did they?
Trey Hendrickson.
Nope.
Yeah.
He just came back and said, all right, I'm gonna play y'all. I'm gonna play. Don't worry about it.
Just playing.
I realized that the Bengals and the Ravens are kind of Spider-Man meme. You can say the Ravens execute at a higher level, but I feel like my question too is with the Ravens is like, is the defense real? Because last year they started the season off like the first half of the season, one of the worst defenses in the league. And then
crazy to say about Baltimore.
Right. And then like the last 9-8 games of the season, they picked that mug up and they were like a top 3 defense to end the season. So like my question is like, what's real from that defense? What's real from the Ravens defense? Because both of these teams, the Ravens and the Bengals, are 2 teams with excellent offenses. Top 5 offenses in the entire NFL. Like great skill position players on these teams. But can your defense do enough along the way to get y'all to the Super Bowl? That's the question I have at hand here. So with that being said, who do y'all actually think has the best offense in the division?
Bengals for sure.
See, I went with the Ravens. Not the skill positions. Bengals are stacked for sure, but the Bengals still have a lot of holes in that offensive line, and that's a problem. The Ravens are just more sturdy along the line. They have Derrick Henry next to Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You got Zay Flowers. You got Mark Andrews. You got Isaiah Likely. Like, they just added Hopkins this year. The Ravens offense, I think, is the best. And on top of that, too, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year. I had to get the numbers. Because by the numbers, they had one of the best offenses ever seen last season.
Jesus.
The Ravens ranked first or top 3 in virtually every single category. Lamar Jackson was the first quarterback to throw 40-plus touchdowns with fewer than 5 interceptions. The Ravens were the first team to ever record 4,000 passing yards and 3,000 rushing yards. And they had a 6.85 yards per play ranking, which was 3rd in NFL history.
But Lamar wasn't MVP. Get the
Don't make sense.
I thought it was, but you know why?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
But they feel like he had the better team and the better offensive weapons, even though his weapons was hurt every other goddamn week.
So I'm going with the Ravens. The Ravens, I think, is the best offense in that division. The Bengals are second to me.
Okay.
I got the Bengals because, again, like you said, the skilled players alone are freaking phenomenal. And people, I think, tend to forget about Chase Brown, who was a monster back last year. Really punched his way into the league and like, hey, I'm here. So now you have another sturdy back, even though they thought lost Joe Mixon, to Houston would go be a blow, and Brown stepped right on in. I think he had 1,000 yards last year. I had him on my fantasy team. He was a surprise to me, but no, he was a really good back. He could catch, he could run like the whole 9. So that helped their offense as well. Now bringing back T. Higgins was huge for them. Jamar Chase is always going to be a monster. So them two as a parent and in stable situations now, contract wise, they know Joe go get them the ball. You got Mike Gesicki at tight end, as well as can't remember the other cat, but skill set, and then of course it's Joe. Like Joe and not necessarily Joe and Lamar cross each other out because Lamar runs too, so he take out the quarterback and the running back. And then you got Derrick Henry back.
That's what I'm saying. And then on top, like my question is,
but the wide receivers is what's left to be decided.
But what happens if you don't have enough time to throw it anyways because the interior offensive line is Swiss cheese?
He gonna throw that motherfucker 50. He's used to that shit. He throws it at 50. He gonna put it up.
That's also why he getting hurt.
Exactly.
True.
And sacked so much, and like it just, if they had a better offensive line, it would be Bengals for sure for me. But,
no, for sure.
But yeah, okay. Let's talk.
And the Ravens don't really need receivers like that because he relies so much on his legs and on tight ends, and like you just gotta be like. They've geared that off. They've optimized that offense around Lamar Jackson to a degree that we probably haven't seen for like a running quarterback in history. Maybe like maybe Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But like either way, we're splitting hairs. Like like they've optimized that offense around him to the point where it's like such a well-oiled machine, and it had like everything pays to his strengths and kind of. Shades his weaknesses.
You also won Bengals,
Yeah, I definitely would Bengals for kind of the reasons that I said before. And Joe, I trust. You got Chase, you got Higgins. Like I said, last year their offense put up.
Shady fetish.
Hey, really,
I mean, shit, he put up 4,900 last year, led the league.
So
he gonna
like all the weapons are there.
No matter that line, he gonna still put he's still going to put the points up. Like MVP. That's the whole thing with Joe, and I guess that's where, again, I'm swaying heavy. Like, Lamar has a pretty decent line. And decent enough for him and Derrick Henry to get their shit off. Joe ain't got that, but he still had 1,000-yard back. So it wasn't terrible enough to where you can get 1,000-yard back still, is what my point is, too. So, like, it's
giving him a bonus
bit.
because they have a bad line and he's still producing?
That's usually what, a little bit, yes.
That feels backwards to me.
I mean, that might be like a mark in his column, but that's
not for the offense as a whole, but for Joe Burrow of like
but
that's why that man is cold.
But they also invested a third round. I get it. Those are third round pick. They put it into the offensive line. So I feel like they may just we'll see. But I feel like the line, like you said, the line, but
and that's the only reason that I got the Ravens above them, because looking at the entirety of the offense. But let's flip to the other side of the ball. Best defense in the division. I see Dwayne said that if the Ravens are able to let Hamilton stay in the sub LB slot, their defense will be fine. Now, I think that the rookie they drafted this year, I can't remember his name right now, but they drafted a safety, I believe, or a defensive back that I think is going to go back to safety, and they're going to put Hamilton back up closer in the box.
Okay.
So we'll see how they play him, but the fact that you can move Hamilton around in that defense like that, that's quite a positive. Quite a positive. Best defense in the division. What y'all thinking?
Well,
Baltimore.
I'll say Pittsburgh for me.
Why Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh
I'm
is
leaning
like
Pittsburgh myself too.
the reason how they hunker down, like fourth quarter, like when it comes to like if you need some stops, I will trust Pittsburgh's defense like any given Sunday, like every single day. Like they're a relentless defense. Like they just one of those defenses that just wear you down the entire game. So when fourth quarter come, all they got to do is put their knee on your neck.
Tim, why the Bengals? Or not Bengals? My fault.
Yeah,
the Ravens.
It's all good. Ravens defense has a couple All-Pro and former Pro Bowlers now with the acquisition of Jair Alexander. If he comes back, well, he boosts the cornerback room no matter what.
If he
Healthy,
plays.
cool. Roquan Smith is still over there, All-Pro. Marlon Humphrey still over there. Kyle Hamilton, like we were just talking, still over there. Their first two draft picks, one was the safety you was talking about. Another one was a defensive linebacker.
Malachi Starks. That's
Yes.
his name. Safety.
And then Mike Green was the second round pick, edge player. So top 6 rushers and sack players in the division because they still got Kyle Van Noy, who was number 4 in the league last year. They have players at each level that's causing problems. They have a damn near all pros. Kyle Van Noy was number 4 in sacks last year. You drafted an edge player to give him some help. Roquan Smith was a all-pro last year. You drafted a linebacker in the second round to give him some help. Kyle Hamilton was your all-pro. You drafted a safety in the first round to give him some help. You grabbed Jair Alexander to help your all-pro Marlon Humphrey to give him some help. That damn defense is nice on paper. If they can stay healthy, I got Baltimore for sure.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's fair. I think I would lean Pittsburgh, and the reason why is just because it was a real Jekyll and Hyde season for that defense last year, the Ravens defense, and I still don't know quite what to make of them. Like on paper, like you said, it looks good on paper. They didn't really add too much outside of Jair and then the draft picks, but like you're returning a unit that did finish strong. And when I say a Jekyll and Hyde season, where's my numbers at? In the first month of the season, Baltimore ranked 25th or worst in scoring defense, total defense, passer rating against, and opponent's third down percentage. But from week 9 through the end of the regular season, the Ravens ranked first in scoring defense, second in total defense, and pass rating against, plus third in opponent's third down percentage. Like,
complete turnaround.
Complete turnaround halfway through the season. You can point to the fact they had a first-year defensive coordinator last year. Maybe it just took him a little bit longer to figure out how to make all the pieces on that side of the ball work the way he wanted them to. Of course, moving Hamilton helped. But also, I think it should be pointed out that the quarterbacks that they faced down the stretch when their record got better, Joe Burrow, so like hats off to that.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, so hat tip.
They played some bangers.
Yeah.
But they also played Russell Wilson twice,
Whoa, come on.
Tim Boyle, Davis Mills, and Bailey Zappi.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean, they be who they was supposed to.
that ain't nothing what I'm talking
I'm
about.
kidding.
So like that's why for me it's like the Ravens. I got to see it this year before I can really make an opinion.
No, that's fair.
Dwayne's asking if the Penn State end go to the Browns, and if so, then the Browns DO can have some hint of competence this year. You listen.
We find out.
That ain't enough for the Browns to have any competency
Not enough.
this upcoming season.
Well, I mean, they slowly trying to build
it ain't this
something.
year.
No, it's not this year,
It
but
ain't this
So
year.
what's the
Shador situation.
trying to figure out what they're doing at quarterback. I guess Flacco starting for now.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's supposed to be the starter.
That's the
yeah.
starter. Flacco or
It makes sense.
Shador Sanders is like the fourth string quarterback
Yeah.
right now, which is
Flacco makes sense.
wild.
It is wild, especially because they've been saying that he's been having a pretty good camp.
Mhm.
They
He's
said he
starting
really been like
preseason, though.
cooking.
I mean,
They got him starting preseason though.
Because it's preseason.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. He
That's
go,
crazy.
now it's his chance to watch. I'm for to show y'all that
You right.
y'all gotta play me. Fuck that.
You're right.
I'm for to cook these niggas.
It does seem like we all are in agreement about the Cleveland Browns, a team we have not talked much about so
garbage.
far.
in the cellar.
Last in the division, yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah,
Mhm.
predictions last
Oh,
in
yeah.
the division, yeah.
Makes
Okay.
sense because the Cleveland, the city. My God,
What's wrong with Cleveland, the city?
that's a horrible city. I
They
ain't gonna lie
produce
to
Bone Thugs and Harmony, sir.
you. And what else?
LeBron James.
He ain't from there.
He is from Akron. You're right.
He ain't from
You're
there.
right. You're right.
He
You're
will
right.
correct you in a minute.
The dirty. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I went to Cleveland, man, the dirtiest, depressing.
No, see, I've been.
I was like,
I don't want to
Cleveland, how y'all live
disparage
here?
other cities,
Well, there goes Cleveland.
but like
They ain't no favor.
Cleveland ain't like Gary, Indiana, or something like
Man,
that.
damn.
Well,
There.
there goes Indiana.
No, it don't do that. It is not Gary, Indiana.
It's
Stop that.
I ain't even been to Cleveland. I know that ain't Gary.
I've been to Gary. Listen,
I just got gas in Gary and I was scared.
and you talking about this? Come on,
I was
man.
like, Lord, jeez. Keep the car running.
I'd rather blow up than nah.
It's like that black newscaster in Scary Movie when he like, get shit, let's go.
All right, let's predict the order, and if you have record predictions for these teams as well, I would love to hear them for
Oh,
the
God.
AFC North.
Sorry, Dwayne said he got pulled over in Gary. That was the scariest.
Oh,
20 minutes.
Jesus.
Oh my lord!
Oh, shit.
I'm glad you still with us.
I'm
my brother.
same,
real.
man, same. Woo. Although my favorite Gary Indiana story is when Michael Jackson went back and was throwing chicken wings at people. I do love that story.
Throwing chicken wings.
That's so funny.
Michael Jackson was funny.
Yeah, he was.
He was
You
funny.
getting hit with chicken by Mike.
And they weren't mad either because they were kind of like, well, it's
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
But
like, all right.
I'd have said something to Mike.
No, I would have been talking bad shit. Get your ass
I'd
out
have said, hey, Mike, you got one more motherfucking
Get
chicken
your
wing,
ass
little
out the
boy.
car.
They saw all you saw was the little bedazzled glove.
I'm gonna
just-
smack the rest of the black off your ass, nigga.
and apparently he bought all the chicken in KFC at that. So people was mad because they didn't have no chicken, but Michael started throwing the chicken out.
What you was in line and shit? Your kids hungry in the back seat.
You better catch
You
some of that
just know-
Michael Jackson
Man,
chicken.
look at this, bro. Hey, Mike, chill on the
Then he
he's over
throwing
there, my
bones
nigga.
at you too. Man, fuck this nigga.
He was giving the people chicken. He wasn't eating it and throwing the bone. That would be rude.
But still, you throwing chicken at me, fam.
I
Like,
mean, regardless, throwing chicken is wild.
Wow.
throwing chicken at me.
But throwing chicken bones at somebody is disrespectful.
I thought nigga was by eating this shit.
No, he wasn't eating
I
it.
thought you was throwing like whole chicken,
Yeah, he
like
was,
wings
he
at
was
motherfucker.
throwing them to the people like have
Oh
some chicken.
shit! I was gonna say this nigga Mike was a.
They said people was passing out. They was excited seeing him throwing the chicken. That's a different type of fame. Anyways, Tim, how do you see the AFC North playing out? What's your prediction for the order of the finish?
Shit. Hold on. Let me get back over to my file. I had.
And the comments are all saying, "Whoa, Noman said F Cincinnati."
Yeah, I seen Noman. I tried to.
Hey.
Oh wait, I actually know why.
Oh,
I actually know why.
I was
Is
like, man,
Ern-
what's
is
Cincinnati
Ern
do?
as well reasoned?
No,
It gotta be.
it's not. It's
That's how I
not.
feel about Cleveland. Fuck Cleveland.
That's how I felt about Chicago for a long time.
Okay, I feel
Now.
you on Chicago.
Really?
I want to move
The
there.
city.
Chicago,
Yeah.
listen,
Chicago's a great city.
it's
Yeah,
too
I was like,
much
now I
going
want to
on.
move there. Like,
Chicago's
I
great
was
city.
fuck Chicago for a while now.
I don't like big. Personally,
Chicago's
I
a
don't
great
like.
city.
I don't do big cities. That's
I
why
love
I never
Chicago.
You
want to
get a
go
feel
to.
of everything in
I
Chicago.
never want to go to New
It
York.
just depends on what side
New
you
York
get
is
the
like my
hood. You
favorite
get.
city in the world.
See, I
You said where?
New York is amazing.
too much.
Yeah, there's
Rats,
too much going on in New
dirty.
York.
I'm good.
I haven't seen a single rat.
Lucky for you, them
I know,
niggas
like,
can
4
swim
times.
too. Lucky for
I ain't
you.
even, I want to go to Philly. I ain't been to
I
Philly
mean,
yet.
don't get in the water.
I'm talking about the rats can just swim.
Don't
Period.
get in the water.
I don't got a choice.
Don't
If the
dip
subway
your toe.
flooded.
They can swimming in the subway.
That's what they was doing. That's how I know they can swim. We are off the rails here.
Sorry.
Oh, shit.
Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Now, I failed on the second half of the homework, so I don't have a record.
That's
but
fine.
Just Baltimore, Cincinnati,
That's a lot.
Pittsburgh, and Cleveland.
Yeah, mine is the exact same. I have Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland. No records.
I am going Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland. I'm putting the Ravens in at 12-5, the Steelers at 10-7, the Bengals at 10-7, and the Browns at 5-12.
I'm not mad with that.
Listen,
No, that makes
man,
sense though. I'm not mad at that.
The bank. Okay, Brown schedule. You tell me where they get their wins at.
I'm going to it right now.
I got it right here.
Oh, okay.
We got Flacco at quarterback.
They got the Bengals
Loss.
at the Ravens.
Loss.
Okay.
The Packers
Loss.
at Detroit.
Loss.
Minnesota
Loss.
at Pittsburgh.
Loss.
Miami.
Actually, I'll give him one on Pittsburgh.
You get a one on Pittsburgh?
I'll give him one on
Well,
Pittsburgh.
just keep track of how
Yeah.
many wins
Okay.
you're going to give them. You say Miami for you?
Yeah. So one.
At New England.
They can win that one.
Yeah, I'll give him New England
At the Jets.
and Jets.
Baltimore.
No.
At the Raiders.
I'll give him Raiders.
At this, or not at, the 49ers are at home in Cleveland.
Shit, that's a loss.
The Tennessee Titans.
3. Okay. Tennessee.
5. Okay.
At Chicago.
That's
Damn, I want to give him that.
Nah, not in Chicago.
In Chicago, hell no.
Yeah, okay.
That's a loss.
Okay.
Buffalo.
That's a
No.
loss.
Pittsburgh.
No.
They might win that
I
one.
already gave him one.
At Cincinnati.
No,
Damn,
they're
I
not
got them
getting-
4 or 5 wins.
See?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
got 5.
I'm telling you.
I got 4. I have 4. Yeah, so that's right.
It's that's
4 or
the kind of
5.
year it's looking for Cleveland.
Yeah.
So that's where I went with them.
Man, it would suck to be a Cleveland fan.
I mean, this
Jesus
has been,
Christ.
bro.
And you live in that city too? Jesus Christ.
Shaolin said he got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Browns. So
Okay.
he's going with the order that Ken and
Yes, sir.
Tim have here. Now let's get to the NFC North.
I was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna say, only record I know is that Pittsburgh gonna win 9 games.
I got him at
Okay.
10.
Huh?
The 10-7 special, the
Sorry,
Mike Tomlin special.
At least 9 wins.
Yeah, at least they're going to get that winning record. By hook or by crook.
But
I
I
mean,
win good.
NFC North, our
Right,
division.
so-
Our division, y'all. We got our Bears fans
Hey,
over
brr,
here.
brr, brr, brr.
Nebraska
They
Packers
finna
fans.
stress me out, boy.
Man, listen, I done been seeing
I'm trying to
some
get
shit over there.
mentally prepared, boy.
What is y'all biggest question about either a team in the NFC North or the division as a whole? Because my question is, will the NFC North be the NFL's most competitive division again? I think it has the makings to do so again in 2025, even though the schedules for all 4 teams are far more difficult this
Yeah.
year than they were in the year before, at least by the numbers on paper. So I'm interested to see how that plays out because I think it will be a really, really competitive division again.
Okay. I think that the NFC North can compete to beat that because the Bears is better than the Browns. But the AFC North does have that. they right there in the making with them top 3 joints, boy.
Yeah.
But
we ain't got no Browns in our division.
Correct. And shit, the Bears
don't.
be
Who the Browns?
We don't got no Browns.
Y'all
in
do
the
disrespect is ridiculous, man. Like you
I
cannot
wasn't
say
thinking
Bears and
about-
Browns.
I
man.
wasn't.
You can't say Bears and Browns.
Shells is what like
What is
I
it?
get that the rest of the team is strong, but like I'm not convinced that JJ McCarthy is the guy.
Shit, we
So,
don't know though.
Shell's question was, who is JJ McCarthy, which is the big question
We have no
for
clue.
the Vikings. We have no clue.
Yeah, we have no clue.
We have no clue, but we know what they can do in Minnesota is turn even a mediocre quarterback into somebody who can at least do enough to win them some games.
For sure.
The way that they talk, like the media and people are talking about JJ McCarthy, it's like a Make-A-Wish kid is playing quarterback.
God.
I've heard better things recently about him. Like he's I mean
Jefferson, like whatever his first comments were
Make-A-Wish kid.
like, don't expect too much, essentially. And it's like if that's kind of how we gotta. I don't know. We'll see.
Be introduced.
Listen, if Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold in particular, that's the one where I was like, all right.
He was getting off.
Going crazy.
I said, y'all got Sam Darnold doing this?
Sam Darnold was getting off
Until the
dog.
playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
That's
whole
just
division.
Minnesota.
That was not just that was Green Bay. That was
true.
Detroit.
I mean, but if
that
we
was-
go along Minnesota's timeline, they can go crazy and then playoffs hit and they
Yeah.
don't.
Hey, listen, the
What was
NFC
that about?
North.
Darnold turned into a pumpkin.
Dwayne mentioned that JJ McCarthy is the new hope. He said
Yeah.
KOC is the quarterback whisperer, and I agree wholeheartedly on that. And that will be reflected as we continue to talk about this division. Ken, what is your question for the NFC North?
Of course, me being a Bears fan, it's just we got Big Ben as our quarterback. I mean, as our coach. So,
Not Big Ben.
hey man, he gotta get a nickname. He in the shine out.
Not that one.
Not that one. You don't want to associate him with that.
Well, not the old Big Ben. I guess so.
It's
Benjamin.
all-
Oh, Big Ben.
Benjamin.
I mean, technically two with the clock.
Yeah, Coach Benjamin. But no, I just want to see how
He gonna be
because
calling him Andre Benjamin.
He can't call him coach.
Andre Benjamin, to be exact.
we saw how great the Lions' offense have been for the past few years and everything. Just seeing like how his brain and him bringing in the new offense. Seeing what that does. Caleb had a good season last year. Yeah, he had a decent season. He was running for his life the entire season.
Was it 68 sacks last year?
Mm-hmm. And again,
that's a lot of sacks.
but he still put up some
of the best numbers
that we've seen. He's arguably one of the best quarterbacks that the Bears has ever had, and he only played one season.
Wild.
Like he's literally in the
You don't know how wild that
He's
sounds?
literally in the argument for being one of the best quarterbacks that the Bears ever
That's
had
wild.
after playing 1 year. That's why we are so hopeful and just so pleased. Like it's been so long, fam. Like let me just tell y'all how it is being a Bear fan for a second.
Go ahead, you got it.
Go ahead.
I have so
What a
many ups
violin
and
there.
downs, fam. Like the Bears that
What
do
are the
something
ups?
great, make me. Hey man, chill out. Let me get on
Super
my
Bowl
box.
run.
That was
20
25
years
years
ago.
ago.
Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
that's a up.
That's I guess come on, man. Like it's our time. Like we got to do something. We literally are trusting in Ben. We trust in Caleb, and I just hope it just let it all just work
Come
out.
together.
Like I am sick and tired of being the butt of everyone's jokes.
Ah,
I'm sick and tired of us being looked at like we garbage, like we trash. These niggas tried to put Cleveland in a conversation with the Bears.
I
That
did.
show you
Tried.
how,
I
how
said Minnesota.
disrespectful we are.
try it.
I didn't.
So, but yeah, but
That
one
was-
nigga,
that was all attempt.
not two, not niggas, one, a nigga.
Nigga.
Nigga, can I borrow a pen?
Yeah, but no, but
Niggas gonna
it's
buy offense.
but it's stressful being a
How's
Bears
niggas gonna
fan,
buy
man.
offense?
Like, cause again, like we played very well in a lot of games last year that we lost, that we should have won, but it just came down to just either mental errors or just like our defense, our offense just falls apart. Like it was just always something. And now I just want like those games that we lost that we should have won. I just want those to turn into W's, and I have the Bears at least winning 10 games.
Yikes. Okay.
So I hear you, and like as your friend, I want good things for you. The thing is, like, I'm
Yeah.
skeptical about Ben Johnson,
Okay.
and like I don't have like a quantifiable reason for it. It's just kind of like a vibe
feeling?
thing.
No, that makes sense.
It's,
Okay.
it's reminiscent of when the Bucks hired Adrian Griffin, and it's because like his opening press conference didn't instill me with confidence, and like I suspect like maybe it's like a head coach has to have like I don't know gravitas. I don't know
So,
like
yeah.
like Dan Campbell when he came in, everybody's like, "That's a dude I want to play for." Ben Johnson seems like, no offense, a nerd that can cook up
No
some good
offense.
plays, but like isn't gonna be like like there are
got
different
the
skill
sauce.
sets for an
Yeah.
offense coordinator versus a head coach.
Yeah.
And like I think he's a phenomenal offensive coordinator. I don't know if that will translate necessarily.
Him being-
And the things
makes
that I've seen from the outside, like granted, I have not paid that much attention. It's just again a
The feeling.
vibes based thing where it's like, I don't know, that ain't really like a head coach guy. That seems to me like somebody that's good at the X's and O's and like may not be good at like the people management part.
I mean, so
But then
he could, like, to Eric's point, he could end up being like Adam Gase, where it's like you were a great offensive coordinator, but once you became a head coach, it did not work out. But
loose.
But see, that's like you got to think about the coach.
wasn't he a defensive guy?
Mhm.
But you got to think about the coaches that we've been through this like so much. So it's just like if we got to take a chance on Ben, at least we know what he can bring offensively, and that's what we need to turn around. Like what you said makes perfect sense, and I definitely I agree. But as a Bear fan, we gotta
That's all they got to hope.
I gotta be 10 toes down. Like that's our guy. We for the ride.
I
We for the ride.
won't beat the shit out you. I'll stump on you, but I won't beat the shit out you
Oh,
because I'm gonna give you. Let's do a
Here's
recap.
the hate section.
No, let's do a quick recap for the Bears
hate
offseason.
segment. Mm-hmm.
Traded for guards Joe Tooney, I think is how you say it, and Jonah Jackson.
Mhm.
He signed center Drew Dalman in free agency and selected tackle Ozzie Trapelo in the second round.
Mhm.
So your offensive line got overhauled.
Mhm.
Speaking of the draft, he also selected tight end Colston Loveland in the first round
Nice.
Yeah,
and
he's gonna
Luther
be
Burden
nice.
in the second round.
Mhm.
My bad, brother. That's potentially 6 key contributors added to the offense in one season, in
Mm-hmm.
one offseason.
For sure.
And with the entire unit managed by Johnson, the end result, I didn't even think about this until I seen this. The end result could be fireworks like nothing seen at Soldier Field since Jay Cutler, Matt Forte, Brandon Marshall, and Alshon
And that was
Jeffrey.
amazing to see, baby.
You have the
People forget how
potential
cold Matt Forte
offensively.
was.
15
I
years.
sure
Forte
do.
was
Forte,
cold.
I didn't forget that motherfucker was cold. That was one of my
Forte
favorite Bears,
was
actually.
cold.
I ain't even gonna hold
As
you.
a Packers fan, I don't think any Packer fan forgot.
No,
Forte
Forte was
Forte
different,
was
boy.
cold.
I used to
man.
hate.
He
hated
hated
that
everything, fam.
Because he was like
Catch everything.
he was like
fam.
Arian Foster on steroids, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
Like
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You said
Yeah,
Foster. I was
yeah.
thinking Peterson.
no. He was Foster on steroids, but like okay, he moving, but he ain't that fast. How the fuck? But then he ain't nobody bringing him down. He catching everything. He
he was
running
cold.
over niggas, running away. Like he ain't moving that damn fast.
Forte was cold.
See?
I like that. Forte was cold.
Even
I don't think
Dwayne,
I
the
like
Vikings
Yeah,
fan.
Forte was
Forte
nice,
cold.
bro. That division had Peterson, Forte, and whoever was the Packers running back at the time. It could have been
Right,
somebody by
right.
committee. It could have been or Sam Congato or Eddie Lacy.
Hey, man.
It could have been one of them niggas.
Put some respect on Color, though, man. Color, he was out here.
We love Color. He threw us the ball too.
But I give you that because that's
He's
why
the
I
best
understand
quarterback
y'all
we
getting hyped. I truly do. Like on paper, y'all do. Again, on
We got our
paper, it
quarterback.
looks nice.
We got our coach.
But to that point, you've got 6 new people out of 11 on the offensive side of the ball, plus the coach.
Everything new. It's been like that.
Exactly.
That's the whole
That's
purpose.
what a reality should say. That's what we're trying to get you the reality on it. Like,
No, I
get the
understand
hype,
that. I said hopes
but-
and feelings.
Well,
nigga, you said 10 wins.
Of any sport, like you can turn things around so quickly in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
Dwayne said Cutler is the 7th best Packer quarterback of all
Hey,
time.
man, relax. Hey, man. Where the block button at, man? He being ridiculous.
I don't know, man. He took us to
He-
the Super Bowl.
He sure did.
Yeah, he sure did. He might be
Chill
number
out,
3.
man.
No,
Hey, chill
don't
out,
do that.
man.
No,
Okay, we'll
out,
give it to
man.
Matt Flynn.
Chill out,
No,
man.
I'm kidding. I'm
Are you
kidding.
forgetting that Bart Starr?
No,
is
I was
listed?
about to say Star.
All right, I'm just making sure we got the top 3 is the top 3. We started at number 4.
Who? Brett, number 1?
I didn't say the order. I'm just saying the
Oh,
best 3
the
quarterbacks
best
in
3 for
franchise
Packers
history:
history, yeah.
Starr, Favre, and Rodgers.
I don't know enough about Star.
Just know he was a winner.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know he won. That's about it.
He was a winner.
I don't know how good he was, though.
He was great. Fantastic for his era.
It's Love. Love has to be top 5 at this point, right?
It's crazy. I wonder if people put Magic Man.
That would be. That's why I didn't say top 4.
Don Majorowski.
Yeah,
Probably mispronounced
Majorowski?
his. I know I mispronounced his last name. I said Magic
Was that the
Man.
80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
okay.
the quarterback that went out when Favre got hurt, or when Favre came in.
Okay.
Favre replaced him, and he was actually decent.
Yeah, he was decent. But I don't remember. I never got to really see him play. I was too young. I mean, I was too young.
You
to
know
watch
who the
Bart Starr,
person I
too.
remember the most from being younger as a Packer is Edgar Bennett.
Edgar Bennett.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That was one of the Packer I remember I really liked. Named Javon Walker. I really like Javon Walker.
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
with you.
boy.
He got his ass whooped in the club. I remember that.
Because I used to I was a Florida State fan. So
But your boy needs to develop.
Who?
It's mainly Caleb. All of this shit, at the end of the day, just to wrap that up, is going to be on Caleb.
yeah, he a rookie though. We saw
Now,
how
he
we
ain't no
saw
more.
what he got. You put him around. You put him with the right offensive coordinator. I feel
He's
like
a system. Last
Yeah.
year there was no system.
Yeah.
Apparently,
he's a system quarterback.
he was watching film by himself. Like, like you can't.
all alone.
That's crazy that your rookie quarterback is watching film.
Hey, boy,
alone.
go sit in there and watch that.
But that's an organizational film.
That's
crazy.
Like that's
We're run
that-
like a mom and pop joint.
You have been saying that for
We
years.
are. We've been
And
for
it's
years.
very
We've been
true.
ran like that.
Somebody go watch film with me. We'll be in there shortly. Never show up and shit. Like, damn, dog.
Where are my coaches? They doing their own thing.
But that's also like people look at when players like try to avoid certain franchises and be like, "Oh, you hate the city," or "Oh, why they always do it?" Like it. Players, agents, like people in the league understand so much more about like
The
the
workings.
stuff that happens like below the surface, and like that be the reason why people don't want to go. Like the Pelicans and NBA, like it's not because people don't like New Orleans, it's because like they practice in like a high school gym and like there isn't like the support stuff there. So like that's why like when Caleb was like, I don't want to go to Chicago, or like allegedly, actually no, his daddy came out and said it, right?
Yeah.
That's why, because like they don't have an organization in place like to bring the best out of their players. Like you said, it's a mom and pop organization.
Mm-hmm.
Tim, what was your question for the division?
Shit, let me get back to my paper. How will the Lions offense look with the many changes it has faced?
Shoot, even the defense. They lost
Yeah.
both their big coordinators. Aaron
Yeah.
Glenn went to New York. Ben went to Chicago.
Yeah, not just that though, because like though they're still favored to win the North, They lost Ragnow, just retirement.
Retired. Yep.
They lost Zeitler.
Yep.
And then, so now they're installing 2 new guard/centers, which will affect their offensive line big time, because those were top caliber.
Yeah, they have one of the best offensive lines in the whole
league. Easily.
In the whole league.
Like, now you're replacing those 2 interior at that, and one of the smartest players, that's usually the smartest player on your line, that's running the line, dictating things, stuff like that. You have to replace that guy on top of his right-hand man. Yep. So we'll see how that go on top of losing the coordinators and things of that nature. They do still have weapons, though. Like, they have the best running back combo in the North.
Arguably the league.
Like, yes, because them 2 motherfuckers, boy. And then they still got Jamison Williams, who's now in year 3, I believe.
If he take another jump.
Right.
He was coming along towards the, like, he started getting more trust as the season went on last year. He had to earn it.
Off the field.
Yeah, because that was the part of his thing for the season, because they were like, look, we fuck with you, you got immense talent, but we ain't gonna trust you on the field until you get your shit together off of it. So as he was doing it, they slowly started giving him more on the field, to where he like, I can't fuck it up no more. On top of still having Amon-Ra St. Brown, on top of Hawkinson still over there. Like,
no, Hawkinson is with Minnesota now, ain't he? Isn't it Laporta in Detroit?
Laporta in Detroit.
I thought they flipped. Was it?
No, Laporta in Detroit.
Okay, I'll get the tight end right. But
yeah, it's Laporta in Detroit.
Okay, but yeah, they have an offense and they have weapons. They still have the outside of their line is still good too.
They have the skill position players in
on top of golf still. So like their offense, though they lost that, they still have the players in place to where they can still be a good team on the offensive side of the ball. So it's not crazy that they still will be favored to win the North. I
agree.
But we'll see how much the coaching actually played into effect for that team last year.
Agreed. Their new offensive coordinator, John Morton, he had one season where he was an NFL play caller for the Jets in 2017. His offense ranked 24th in points and 28th in yards. Again, better skill position players in this situation here in Detroit than what he had in New York in 2017, but something to keep an eye on. And with that being said, who has the best offense in the division? And this question I thought was actually really interesting, because I think there's an argument to be made for Detroit, an argument to be made for Green Bay, and honestly, I was going to say Minnesota. I was going to say Minnesota.
He said it so casually. In Chicago.
Now, if everything goes well in Chicago, I could see a pathway where you are like, hey.
Yeah, for sure.
Your whole offense is the second year or under right now. We ain't seen shit.
And it's a 1 year now. It's all Ben Johnson now. So it's like, what is this offense going to look like? But like, looking at the skill position players that Minnesota has, that Detroit has, that Green Bay has, like, there's some high-powered offenses in this division, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the NFC North had 3 top 10 offenses this year. But which team do y'all think has the best offense in the division? Tim, I'm going to start with you because you were the contrarian of the 4 of us.
The Lions. For pretty much the reasons that I stated, though they lost those 2 big pieces to their offensive line 1 through 5 was monsters. Still having 3 of them does not kill you. Incorporating 2 in the interior, they can.
You only experience your weakest link.
True. So we'll see how that goes for them. But if they are, let's just say, they come in their average, or whatever the case may be, and they still have the other guys that does the job that they normally does, it's still a pretty good offensive line. I think those 2 running backs back there could get 1,000 yards each. One of them could get 1,000 on the ground and in the air. Jameson, and then Jahmyr Gibbs is unbelievable. And then having David Montgomery to spell him is crazy.
Sonic and Knuckles, baby.
Dog. And then the outside threats of Laporta and St. Brown and Williams, like,
it's real.
It's crazy. And golf in that system has been Superman. So that Lions offense, I still feel like we've seen them do it. So I feel like they can just go keep it pushing.
So I think that the Lions are still going to be a very good football team this year, regardless of the turnover that they've had, coordinators, losing some key members on the offensive line. But I do think they're going to take a little bit of a step back from what we saw last year, because there has been the brain drain of the organization. Like, I think that does play a part, and that's the only reason for me that I notched Detroit down a little bit. I'm actually going to give the edge to Green Bay. Man, that is the team that Eric landed on as well as Ken too. And one, offensive line, solid. They made improvements along the line too this offseason. You have Josh Jacobs in your backfield right there. Jordan Love going to his third year as a starter. Year 2 wasn't the greatest for him, but he was injured most of that year. And hey, as Eric loves to say, injuries in football are a feature, not a bug. You hope that your quarterback has better injury luck than what Love had last year. But on top of the fact that he wasn't healthy, you had a lot of receivers dropping balls. The Packers go out there and they draft a first-round wide receiver for the first time since Javon Walker, who we were just talking about. And early reports, and again, it's training camp. You take it with a grain of salt, but Golden looks the part of a first-round wide receiver. You have Tucker Kraft, Luke Musgrave. I think that Tucker Kraft is in store for a monster season this year. I just think the Packers offense has so many different weapons. If Golden is who he is, you have Reed as well. You got Wicks. You got Dobbs. Like, I just think they got some monsters over there.
Seems like what's the name is ahead of schedule.
Watson.
Yep. I don't know if this sustained, but I know early in camp, like people were kind of raving about Marshawn Lloyd.
Yes.
So that's another weapon that they just didn't have last year. So I think that it's kind of like a strength in numbers kind of thing, where it's like you don't have like superstar on that offense, or at least that we know of. But like they're deep at every position.
Yep.
Like they're fast. They have what's it when you
versatility.
Thank you. Could not find the word. Offensive line is still deep, even with the loss of
Josh Myers.
Thank you.
Which not really a huge loss for the Packers.
Yeah, but they had to do some shuffling, and I think that they landed with a good mix still.
Hopefully Jenkins going to do his thing.
I think he will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see what they can do offensively. Like I think last year was kind of like a step back after 20
after a surprise.
Yeah, and I think that this is the year that they like the bounce back year where they go back to where we thought they were going to be going into last season.
I agree. Anything else you want to add about the Packers offense?
Yeah, one thing we go bleep this though.
Yeah.
But, one thing is that the Packers are a fun team to watch. All right, and I'm not saying that I'll be watching Packer games,
But you do.
They
But I
are the
do.
NFC team.
We have a podcast, of course, so I have to
Oh
study.
yeah, for
Research purposes. I
Yeah,
got
for
you.
research purposes.
Yeah.
But no, like the Packers offense is a really fun offense to watch, and just like all the weapons and love, it's everything. When it's all put together, it looks very well. It's very pleasing to the eyes.
The only thing I'll add on to what y'all have already said about the offense, Matt LaFleur. He's a great play caller, and he showed that during the 2 games when Malik Willis was at quarterback, and they changed the complete format of the offense to be a more run-heavy situation, and they still were able to thrive in that. So, shout out to him for that.
I think Shells asked it a while ago, but he asked about Matt before on the hot seat.
I think that's an interesting question because Ed Policy just came in now as the new, I forget the term, president of football operations in Green Bay, taking over from Mr. Murphy. So with that, he said that he was not going to extend Goody or LaFleur. They have 2 years left on their contract.
He wants his own guys.
So I think this is going to be a big year for them. I mean, the Packers are coming off back-to-back playoffs. So, like, success is still happening, but I wouldn't say LaFleur's on the hot seat, but I would say this is a very important season for him with a new, president installed for the org.
Whatever.
I don't
It's
know, I
pro
feel like
sports. I really don't understand. Like, they look at success and then they'd be like, you know what? I want my own guys in there. We can do it better. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's
You
that
just
new
want
manager
credit
shit.
for it? Like,
Yes.
Well, I mean, one thing with Policy, at least, is he's already been in the organization. So it's like, it's not like he's an outsider coming in and being like, now I need all my new, like, he's already familiar with everyone. He just said, ain't no extensions happening now. I need to see some stuff.
He's that manager come in and say, "Give me 6 months, and we'll reevaluate you." Like that, like that's everybody's standard. Like, what the fuck is after 6 months? Y'all give me 90 days to know if you want to hire me, but you got to give me 6 months to know if you want to give me a raise or promotion.
Yep.
And I've been here already.
Yep.
Like that'd be the wild shit.
Prove it to me.
90 days. I know you good to work here, but I need 6 months after you've been here for 5 years to figure out if you need more.
Who got the best defense in the division? I see Shaolin had a ranking. I'm not sure if that's your offensive ranking or your divisional ranking for the North. But he got Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago, Minnesota.
I think that was offense.
That's your offensive ranking. Interesting. All right. Who got the best defense in the division? We split, which is interesting because no one picked Detroit. And I think Detroit's going to be a really, really good defense.
Mhm.
I think that, we saw it last year. Detroit's defense and Minnesota's defense. Two of the best in the NFL. So,
And they picked up a couple more players this offseason too.
So for me, Detroit didn't make the list for the same reason that for offense, I didn't give them the nod. It's like it's just the brain drain. I'm not gonna give y'all the nod as best defense. I'm going Minnesota.
It was Detroit where like their guys started like dropping lifeline. Sorry, it was Detroit whose team like their defense started dropping lifelines.
Yes.
But before that, like they was.
Yeah. I'm going Minnesota though. Their front seven is just unbelievable. They cause nothing but chaos up front. And they have to because the questions on the defense are in their secondary. But if they can get to your quarterback before you can throw the ball, who cares about the secondary anyway? Yeah. So, Minnesota is a vicious, confusing defense for opposing offenses. So I give them the nod. I know you also had
mine was because, playing them twice and just seeing, how their D-line was fucking...
It's crazy.
Ridiculous, fam. Like, what they was doing to my boy Caleb was not cool. So I was like, yeah, that D-line is no joke for sure.
They got two guys on their edge right there that each had a Pro Bowl nod. Like, they produced even though they didn't get anything out their first round draft pick from last year. So, that Minnesota defense for me is just one of them ones. But you two over here went with Green Bay. Why is that?
I believe that Green Bay's defense, second year under half, right?
Mm-hmm.
First year was beautiful. We was finally able to kind of, I won't say stop the run because that was part of our issue, but turnovers was crazy. But we needed to take the ball away more, like he was saying. Like, we had a lot of interceptions, but not necessarily putting the ball on the ground for turnovers, for fumbles and things of that nature. We got after the quarterback, but we need to get after him more. We need to put more pressure on that. So I think the addition of Isaiah Simmons in the linebacking core to help Walker, because you have a versatile and fast linebacker of that nature who can play he's not only going to be linebacker, but he can rush, but he also can be in the corner. Or a safety position. Like, he literally can play everywhere. He's a 5'2" kind of guy.
Similar to the offense, Halfley likes to move guys around.
Correct. So our defense is full of a lot of guys that can move a lot of places. And he showed that last year when he was mixing and matching everybody and motherfuckers was wrecking, like y'all was saying, havoc. Yeah. A lot of our team was young, too. So a lot of our development and a lot of our team is going to be, okay, this is the next year. This has got to be the next step because we literally have had the youngest team in the league the last 2 years running.
I feel like the defense has been the older side of the ball.
Correct, and they still been pretty young too because, I think even McKinney coming in, he was still probably one of the older outside of Gary and Alexander and Clark. Outside of that, really everybody else, 25 and under for the most part?
Nah.
But we were still a younger team, so adding. Though we didn't have Alexander, and when we did have him last year, it wasn't like he was
No, when he played, he was a top 10 cornerback. Let's not get it twisted. When he is healthy, he is. You can look at the numbers.
No, I'm not arguing.
Cornerback when healthy.
Fair enough.
It's just the fact
we just didn't have him.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
We did not have him.
That's the problem.
So I didn't think of him as a big subtraction. If that looks at it like that.
I get you.
Because I think we've had him not the last 2 years, really.
Yeah.
So. Picking up Hobbs, though, somebody who can consistently have someone who played the 1, someone who played the 2, someone who played the slot, picking up Hobbs, and what I've been hearing out.
Wait, didn't he just have surgery?
Hobbs just had surgery. Yeah.
But I would say I was hearing before, and out of the camp, he was doing pretty good in camp too. That was going to be a boom for our secondary.
But he should be back by the time the season starts.
And then we got Valentine, who actually stepped up last year, who should be hopefully a lot better. They got a lot of faith in him.
I have faith in Carrington Valentine.
Valentine showing each year that he's been improving. So I don't think our secondary is as bad as everybody making it seem because again, a lot of our team as a whole has to develop.
Mm-hmm. So on that point, I think what gives me optimism, because that's really all it is, just optimism, is that. And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember early on in the season, Halfley was saying, I haven't installed even a fraction of what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And now that you've had a year within the system, an entire off season, and now going into a second camp, I just feel like we'll actually see a true Jeff Halfley defense this year. and like the strides that they made last year, like you could tell like they were starting to get it and like things were becoming second nature. Like I'm really excited for Cooper. Like I think that
Edgerrin
is
Cooper,
a
that's
guy.
the guy right there.
That is a guy that can be a game breaker
Mhm.
on defense, which is, to be quite honest, something that they haven't had truly
Not the linebacker
in a
spot.
while, especially not in the linebacker spot. Like
That's just
probably
Barnett, I feel like.
And even
Or
then,
Clay.
he was
he
like
still
solid.
was, yeah.
Not
I'm
really
gonna say
a
maybe
game
Clay
breaker.
then.
Clay probably,
AJ
but he
Hawk.
was more of an
and AJ Hawk wasn't even a game breaker. He was
Nah,
solid.
he
He
was
was just
Consistently
consistently solid.
So like that's what gives me again optimism that this
Shells, too.
defense is ready to take a leap because everybody is a lot more familiar with what they should be doing.
Mhm.
They brought in guys that are more second time I've used this episode optimized for his defense as opposed to like trying to fit round pegs and square holes.
Mhm.
Like it's I think that it's just like the continuity piece. It's kind of like the same reason why I'm a little bit down on Detroit and feel like they're primed for like a regression season, which is just like they've lost kind of like that continuity, especially on the coaching level. That the Packers can kind of like bank on for improvement.
I agree with you on that. It's reasons for optimism. Shell said a Van Ness breakout is needed this season.
For sure.
And I mean, like, listen,
If it ain't, then it's over.
Yeah, this is his last chance to show improvement in Packers uniform, I think. But when the Packers traded Preston Smith to the Steelers last year, the thought was that Lucas Van Ness was now going to get more reps, take off. That did not happen. But what did happen is Brenton Cox, somebody who did not play much at all the first 10 or so weeks of the season, came on, and he came on really strong for the team. My reason for pessimism with the Packers defense, the way that Halfley wants to play defense, he wasn't able to do that consistently last year because the Packers were not able to generate a consistent pass rush when they only rushed 4. And ideally, that's what he wants to do. The Packers did not really invest in a lot of new personnel on the defensive line. They got a new defensive line coach. And that's the lever that they're hoping can fix that because they have very high draft investment along that defensive line.
Several
first round picks on that defensive line. So like they're hoping that helps. The secondary piece of it, like that is a weak spot for them until they can go out there and prove that they can actually stop people, especially when you're in a division with high powered offenses. Like that is a real reason for concern. Like the safeties, cool. But your corners, if you man to man and you got to check Justin Jefferson one week, then Amon-Ra St. Brown the next week, and then Rome Odunze and Luther Burden, and you got these big tight ends. Like
it's gonna be a long day.
Tough. It could be tough.
It's gonna be a long
came
season.
from the Jaguars. Why am I blanking on his name?
Travis Hunter?
No, the young guy that came from
What position?
the receiver
From Jacksonville. Y'all got a receiver from Jacksonville?
or Carolina. Sorry,
Who
it's like
you-
their number 1 receiver.
Oh, you talking about DJ?
Yeah, DJ Moore.
yeah.
Like,
DJ
like, I
Moore.
could not think of his name.
Yeah. DJ.
So, like, that's a reason for pessimism, I think, for the Packers defense. But if Halfley can pull all the right strings, if that defensive line does take a step, like, for sure.
Mhm.
Okay. Predicting the order and records if you have them, which Ken already said, 10 wins for the Bears.
10
I
of
think.
them things.
What is the order for each team in the NFC North that you have winning? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ken, let's go from you first.
Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota.
So if Chicago's winning 10, how many you got Green Bay winning?
11 or
17.
12.
So, okay.
11 or 12.
And then Detroit? Like, how far behind Chicago do you have? Is it
They're
like
right
close?
there. Yeah, they super close.
Like
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Minnesota, you think gonna be
I got
like Browns bad or like?
No, like 7, 6, 7.
Okay.
Ain't that's what the kids said? No.
I don't understand.
6'7" is great.
Yeah, they said.
I don't even know what that
6, 7.
means.
Like I saw the Sixers rookie said that to Paul Jordan.
Got-
Like I don't
like,
understand
yeah,
this at all.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't
understand
even know
that.
what that's a reference to. He's like, you gonna get edited on TikTok.
Yeah. Like it's
Anyways, Eric, what about you?
Enlighten. I don't know. Green Bay. That's what I got. Green Bay Packers number 1.
Tim,
I got Green Bay, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago.
that's the exact same order that I have as well. When I looked at my record predictions, I have the Packers at 11-6. I have the Lions and the Vikings at 10-7. And then I have the Bears at 8-9.
I can see that.
8-9. Bears could go 9-9.
They could go 7.
One prediction I do have: last year the Packers went 1-5 in divisional play. I think this year the Packers go 5-1. I will say that that's a hot take. I think they flip their divisional performance.
Can't wait to
this
watch
upcoming
football.
season.
We're going to catch 2 L's.
Shell, absolutely not. Shell said he got
Two
Green Bay, Detroit, Chicago, Minnesota. People are really low on Minnesota.
They don't know JJ.
year. I
That's the only
understand that.
thing. Yeah, we really don't.
I got that much faith in KOC and what he can do with the quarterback. Like, if he can just be all right, they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. Dwayne said, "I love this. Sounds like last year again."
I got y'all second. Oh, because y'all won it. For sure.
Detroit won the division last year, didn't they?
Was it Detroit? I thought it was.
Or did Minnesota
No,
win it?
Minnesota.
I think
I think Minnesota only had like 2 or 3 L's or something like that.
But Detroit did too. Like, they both were.
Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let
check
me
the
just confirm
standings real quick.
Standings say it was won by.
Not.
Damn.
I got confused when I pulled it up. It was this year,
Detroit.
Right.
and I was like, "Wait a second, why is?" Yeah, it was Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit was
Detroit
15-2. I thought
Yeah.
Detroit won the division.
What was it? Minnesota.
14-3.
I think it came.
That's
That's like
that
last
last game.
week.
That's a lot of wins.
That's a whole lot of. They ain't getting that
That's
this
a
year.
lot of wins.
They're not getting that many this year, but
15, 14. That's a lot of wins.
that's a lot. It should be a fun division though this year, so I'm looking forward to it. Next week we are.
10.
He said 10.
Oh,
He didn't
10.
say
Oh,
9.
sorry.
Next
9.
week we are going to be looking at the East. So AFC East, NFC East teams. But right now we're going to talk about SummerSlam, the biggest party of the summer. We're going to start at the ending here.
Period in the.
Yeah.
John Cena lost his title to Cody Rhodes, and after
Cody.
the match,
We back, baby.
Brock Lesnar made his return.
My face, though.
Came out there, same F5
What
John
the fuck are we
Cena,
doing?
and the show went off. So how are y'all feeling about Brock Lesnar being back in the fold at WWE here?
I thought that ghost died with the mansion. With Vince
I thought the
With the
ghost
man.
died with the bench.
That's like an old man line right there. I thought the ghost died with the mansion.
Because shit, I thought we ain't seen him since Vince left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So
He been gone for. I didn't realize he was gone that long.
He was part of the lawsuit and all of that shit. They ain't in there and everything.
Like to be make sure we're legally correct here. Brock Lesnar
Oh,
is not
implication.
named as a what's the word?
co-conspirator.
No, I think he's
defendant.
defendant
Ah,
in the
yeah.
lawsuit. He is just somebody who is named.
He was involved in the shenanigans, but
Yep.
not as like
Part of the lawsuit.
He was shenana, but not again.
he only shenanigan once.
He only shenana once.
So I thought that he was going with Vince. So probably to everybody's surprise, and for that reason, probably for the most part, is like, oh shit, he's actually back in this WWE.
And even outside of like the legal stuff of it all,
It just don't.
the storyline of it
Doesn't
all
make sense.
I don't like the John
Abrupt.
Cena face turn and how quickly that happened and how it happened.
One show.
No, like
How
2
you-
seconds
Wait, why,
in the promo.
why was he like Rick James in the Chappelle Show skit where he's like, I'm sorry, Cody Rhodes, I was having too much fun. It was an accident.
You're right.
You're right. I was
You're right
tripping.
the whole
I
time.
was tripping.
I love these people. Like they 2 weeks ago.
As soon as he said these people, I was like, wait, what the fuck going on here? I was confused. I'm like, is he?
And I thought it was a ruse.
I did too. I was like, oh, they setting us
That's what
up for
I'm like.
he about to like punt a child or something. Like he
Right.
he
Punt a
selling it
child.
too much.
And then it was not a ruse.
No.
And
No.
he turned.
Like, it
He
was
lost
legit.
his belt and he turned face so he can get into a program with Brock Lesnar.
And then Brock Lesnar just come in, F5, grinning.
Shaolin said Jonathan Aloysius Cena's heel turn was awful. The fact that they changed it back to fight Brock Lesnar is atrocious.
And that's feels like the only reason why they did it.
Yeah, and they're saying John Cena wanted him back. Like John has earned to do what he wants in his for.
Not that.
I
I
gotta
don't
give him
know.
what he wants, fam.
Oh, okay, let's take this to its logical conclusion. If he says, I want Vince McMahon in my corner at my last match,
Well, he know he
do you
can't
give
Come
him
on
that?
now.
We know he can't do that though. Well, Vince ain't real.
What?
Nothing.
He can point Vince as a defendant.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar at least is not a defendant
Yeah.
in the lawsuit.
It just forget all the legal shit. Like just like you said,
The story don't make sense.
It doesn't
Well,
make like you can't build up the biggest shocker in wrestling history. This is the bigger shocker from when Hogan turned heel. Like
What's a bigger shot?
No, I said this was like the biggest.
Cena?
Yeah,
I still put a second.
biggest
I put a second. Biggest sense. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. But no, like it literally shocked the people that don't even watch wrestling. Was like, oh shit, like John Cena turned heel. But then to just put an axe in it immediately with the promo, and the promo even felt rushed, and they just like
it was at
like,
the end of it.
Yeah,
It was
like everything was just like, wait, what the? First of all, how my boy Cody turned into Stone Cold? Nigga went grab some beers and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is really going on?
I hated everything about it. I hated everything.
That wasn't Hogan beer they was drinking, was it?
Yes, it was.
Come on, man. God damn it, y'all was right. God damn it.
It's it was a week for WWE because you had Triple H going to the White House and then talking about somebody asked him about Vince and he's like, well, accusations are just accusations, right?
That's still my daddy.
I mean, it is.
Hey, listen, Vince may be on his way back in.
That's what it sounded
like.
I was gonna say is like this feels kind of like a soft launch. Just like, okay, if they're cool with this, if they're celebrating this, which I don't think that you can take like the in arena reaction as like, oh, this is cool, because like people just react to the shock of it,
yeah,
as opposed to like when they have time to sit and digest.
Like,
we'll see what the reaction is on Friday or whenever they pick up the storyline again, because I don't think that it's not gonna be like heel boos. Like it's gonna be like, we don't like this booze. It's my prediction. Mm-hmm. I don't know that for sure. Like, because that's the thing about like WWE fandom. Like it actually skews a lot less in the direction that people seem to think that they do. Mm-hmm. So like, see Hogan getting booed at Netflix at the Netflix premiere. So like, I don't think this is gonna go the way they expect it to. But at the same time, it's kind of like, as I was watching, because you could tell like something was gonna happen. Cody got out of the ring way too fast.
Yeah, and they just stayed so long.
And they stayed with Cena, and like they gave Cena the ring. Like I knew somebody was coming out, and like as like the 30 seconds, whatever it was, I'm like, okay, who's big enough to return in this spot? And I was like, it's either Brock or Rock.
Yeah, all I want to do is that's all I want to
hear.
And
someone in the comments,
and Brock would have made a whole lot more sense, and it would have made a whole lot better.
I feel like that might be the last one.
He said, "I'd rather the Rock." See, but here's the problem with the Rock. He's on his own schedule. When he do what he want to do, when he want to do it, and I think that's part of why the John Cena heel turn kind of fell apart, because it was built on like allegiance with the Rock, and Travis Scott for some reason. The Travis Scott piece didn't work out because he really didn't want to wrestle. He stopped showing up to stuff, and then everything fell
backstage
out.
Like fuck, dude.
Pretty much. And then the Rock just off doing whatever he want to do because he the final boss, and he gonna do whatever he want to do. So like it
come in, I can be a face if I want to be. I can come in, I can be a heel if I want.
But then the character is like, you created a character that is like so amazing, like so powerful. The final boss to not use it, I don't know. It just don't make sense. Brock Lesnar didn't make that. Wasn't on my bingo card, fam.
I did not
expect Brock Lesnar to come up.
The only thing I thought about was he's running back all the old rivalries.
It's his dream last year. What he wants to do.
He I seen the TikTok of him right after SummerSlam. He went right back to shooting whatever movie he has going on or whatever show he's going on.
I think he's doing Peacemaker now, right?
He might be doing Peacemaker season 3 or something like that. Because I know 2 is out.
Because 2's I saw the trailer for that.
I think they're doing a new one.
And the guy was asking him. He was like, "How did he feel about Brock?" And Cena's really good about keeping things close to the vest and stuff like that. You can even tell in the interview the way he was answering questions.
You can tell that in Unreal because he still didn't want to tell much in Unreal.
Yeah, and he had a thing where dude asked him about his hobbies. He was like, hobbies are personal, and I like to keep that way, so I'm not going to answer that question. I was like, oh, okay. But he asked about Brock, and he was like, look, I got 12 more dates left. He was like, I feel like when I was in the ring and after the match and everybody seen it, like everybody was kind of realizing in that moment, like, we almost there. It's almost done.
Ooh.
And he was like, whatever WWE, he was like, they were business. He was like, so whatever they got to do after me, they going to do. He was like, he was like, was you expecting Brock? He was like, look, I'm going to tell you like I always do. They just roll them out and I fight them. That's
whatever.
That's what I was like, come on, dog. He was like, but he's like, I only got 12 dates left. He was like, this is how they want to spend some of these dates. It is what it is.
What? Okay.
I was like, okay.
So Cody is what, 40? 39, 40?
something like that.
Like at some point, like I mean, granted, this is what he's been doing the last couple years, and that wasn't working either. But like you would think, like setting up the company for the future would mean putting him in there with some of the stars of today or tomorrow.
Braun Baker.
They're
Ideally.
coming. It's like they're slow rolling all
That
the
should
young.
make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
they slow
Breaker is
rolling.
he's the one, fam.
LA Knight's still there. I mean,
He
LA Knight's
40.
old.
He
though.
old as shit,
He's
yeah.
old though. All right.
It's like there's nobody in the main event scene that's older than me.
Yeah, at the moment. Yeah, that's crazy. How old is Braun Breaker?
Like 28.
They said, "Oh, we got time."
Well, him and Dom, I think, are about the same age.
27. He turns 28 in October. Golly, born in 97.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn,
97.
97.
What was the best match of the night? Or not night, it was 2 nights of the weekend. Real, and as you guys think about that, Shaolin said that I'm ashamed of what I've seen in the
Last run by Jonathan Bartholomew.
that middle name change every time. Shell said he wanted Homelander, Cody Rhodes, and Marcus is here. What up?
Yeah, that I never got. And I think we talked about it last week, but like I just don't understand why you would invest all this in Cody as the face and then
make him turn
throw it
heel.
away.
Heel?
Like I saw people talking about like Jay Uso should turn heel at SummerSlam. It's like
For what?
y'all just get bored and then you think like people should turn heel because that will excite
Jay
you.
don't make sense.
Ken
to
had
turn
the
on.
whole Cody Rhodes heel.
It was
breakdown.
a switcheroo though. Like that would have made more sense than
It would have been what we actually got.
that's what I'm saying. Like then, like both of y'all
Yes.
being face.
More sense than
Yeah,
this quick face turn.
because then we wouldn't have had no Brock Lesnar come back. It would have just been okay, cool. We got what we wanted.
It would have solidified. Well, but then the face turn still came abruptly. But now at least it would have had some like fire behind it because Cody kind of pushed him to stand on the ground of goodness.
Yeah, but John Cena's only here for another 4 months or whatever
That's fine.
it is. And it's like,
Yeah.
then who's your top face?
Jey Uso.
Oh, yeah, Jay.
So you got
do we
one
really
face.
want him?
It also like
Roman's going face.
Roman
still got Punk.
Roman
He's
is around
always
less
in-
than
And you still
Cena.
got, and you got Punk.
But that's how they're gonna do it. Their top stars ain't gonna
Yeah.
be there all the time. They
When they-
already said that's what
yeah.
they like to do.
How they do it with the champions. Like once
Yeah.
you become champ, you ain't
You get
wrestling
your
like
time.
that.
You get your time. And Gunther gonna be out for a little bit too because he's hurt. So
Mhm.
like,
What he hurt?
No, he
That's
messed his
nose.
face.
Oh, for real?
Mhm.
Yeah.
but yeah, best match of the weekend though.
Okay, so I have like 1, 2, 3 matches that I gave 10. It's 2.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't decide between the Roman and Jay Breaker Reed match, the Punk Gunther match,
That was some good wrestling there.
and the Cena Cody match.
Okay.
Those are the 3 I gave 10s.
Yeah.
The story, the entertainment, the whole 9. So out of those 3,
Mhm.
You know what you put there, right?
Yeah, you definitely.
yeah, that was early.
Okay.
Like I had time to watch everything all over
I'm just
again in
like-
detail. Yeah, because if you look down, I deleted my rating. Because again, I had time to kind of go through, rate all of them, take my notes and stuff like that. I will say, I wish I would have watched it in real time because that probably would have been the match of the night for me. Would have been Punk and Gunther. Of those 3.
It was a good match.
Do you include like the post?
The everything,
That-
yeah.
that's-
But I'm also including Punk's storytelling in and out the ring is phenomenal, and that's the thing that I guess it's hard to relate to people is Punk gets you emotionally invested into him, and then in match he gets you invested into him mid match. He was getting the shit beat out of him at different points. When Gunther chopped that nigga, he fell out the ring and he grabbed his leg and brought him back and chopped his ass again. That first time I was like, holy shit! I rewound that motherfucker. He slapped the shit out of that man. His chest was bleeding. So was Gunther's. Like. It was crazy.
Just to interject, like this is what we were talking about. Like when you were like, "What? Tell me like the Punk matches that you go back to." It's like you kind of got to be, you
Yeah.
got to be in the story to get
Okay.
Punk. But if you
I
are,
get it now.
like, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It took me a minute, but I got
Yeah.
it.
You had to watch
it's the
him.
investment.
Yeah.
Like you have to be invested in it. Like you can't just like turn it on and it's
At
like
the pay-per-view and be like, oh, I got it. Like, no.
like Osprey Ricochet. It's like you can watch that and be like, I get why people like this. But like
Flipping and
Punk,
flopping.
you
and
got to
Yeah.
be understanding the storyline behind it.
And he was phenomenal with it. And and dare I say, I'm not even a Punk fan like that. Like I've always liked Punk, but I ain't been like, oh yeah, you mind it. Punk is dope to me, but I felt real bad for him with Seth Music and that motherfucker
I
threw them
feel
damn
He
crutches
played-
and came down.
He played that really
Oh,
well.
Boy, I felt bad for him. I was like, I didn't think I could feel this way for seeing him. I legitimately like he had reached to hit. He got the belt again. He was holding on
He was
to
crying.
it. The minute that man put his hands in the air, that music hit. And I was like, yeah,
Burn it
Seth is
down.
on
I
the
was
way.
like,
You know,
shit.
I know a lot of conversation around it was, oh yeah, you know, Seth is up. You know, he's just reminding him that he here. You know,
If you
that's gonna come
if
down
you
the line,
listen to Tech File, you would have already known. We already knew Seth wasn't hurt.
right? And shit, I was like, but just watching the clip and then turn around and I watched the whole match, and I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, I feel bad.
So Seth did an interview today, and his daughter almost ruined everything. His daughter told her preschool teacher, but her preschool teacher not really in. So, but they were afraid that she was gonna either say something, post about it, or something like that. But Seth said it's been super hard because like he literally been faking. Like he said he was out to dinner with Bianca and her husband.
Becky? Oh,
yeah,
no, Montez?
yeah, they went to go eat. He got the crutches. He said he was getting pushed around the airports and shit like that. So he was like, it was super hard. But I was like,
it was on Rich Eisen. He was talking like he hosted Rich Eisen, and he came with the crutches, and he did the whole like, yeah, you know, like I popped my knee, and it felt like when I think I'm gonna be out for a while, and he was like just going on like all lies, and Rich Eisen was like, yeah, so I saw that, and I texted him like, huh, these looking pretty good, and Seth just takes back like, thank you for your part in pulling it off or whatever it was.
Like Triple H was talking about how he was pissed about. He like, I'm mad that you know our doctors have been lied to, and then Adam Pearce was talking about it on Monday. That's why he had the title match last night. I fell asleep before I could finish watching that. But that's why he made him have the title match because now they're going with you lied to the organization, so the organization's finna reprimand you for lying in that sense.
He's a worker, so he go.
Match of the night,
one of the goats.
Well, match of the weekend, Cody Cena. Like that's the match we should have got as the main event of WrestleMania.
Yeah, this rendition was far better than the one that we got at WrestleMania. And it's not just because there was no Travis Scott.
No,
that's a big part of it.
It was a big part, but I think they told a better story.
Yeah, the storytelling.
They wrestled better.
Yeah, it was really good. It was clean too.
Yeah, it was like it was a lot fast. The pace wasn't even like faster, but it was more.
Street fights helped that.
Yeah, I was gonna say street fight like
that
stipulation. Like you aren't just like doing whole.
Confined.
Like, it's a lot of spots. Of,
they
like,
really use the environment. Going under the stage and coming back up with using the entrance ramp. Shit like that. Like that did truly help with the aura of the match itself.
Hella false finishes.
That was my critique of the match.
It was like 10
Which,
AA. What's his finisher? AA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10 of them.
Yes, I saw
7
somebody say like,
Cody
how are you supposed to beat Cody now? Like when he survived however many.
He survived everything.
He's at the Super AA, the Triple AA.
So now he's Super Cody and shit.
Yeah.
The one through the table was super clean.
I laughed because when Cena kept picking out, I was like, "You dealing with Super Cena, baby?
Yeah.
Super Cena.
That's what it's."
That was my critique.
Super Cena.
Well, I mean that's kind of like when in like the Marvel movies when you get like Thor fighting Hulk or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like nobody can beat each other, but like at some point like a villain is going.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
somebody got to intervene in order for it to kind of like settle.
Somebody got to lose.
Then they team up, and then you forget they was fighting in the first place.
Exactly.
And they just go for it. Rhea, Naomi, and Io Sky was my favorite match.
That was a great match
of the weekend. My mom actually watched part of SummerSlam because she's a Jelly Roll fan.
Jelly Roll.
I did see shout out to Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
So she watched that match and she was sitting there like, is he really hurt? Is he hurt for real? Because like he hurt because that man flew really high off that top rope and he went through that table hard. And then when he ran back, she was like, what's happening? So she was into it. So I told her, hey.
That was a good spot.
Damn.
I said, watch again on Sunday. So when it started off with the Io, Naomi, Rhea match, she was like, oh, the girls are going, ain't they? And I was like, I've been trying to tell you.
Did you get her hooked?
She's a little interested.
She's a little
interested, but she said she can't commit that much time to it because the wrestling come on a lot.
I'm sorry, I missed one. It was 4 10s. The TLC match was the number 10. Was it a 10 too?
Shaolin said no.
No, what?
No, what?
Oh, he said can't say best match, but definitely the
worst match, the TLC match.
What?
I can't give that match a 10. Like it was entertaining. It was chaos.
It was like, what?
But just because it's chaos doesn't mean it's a 10.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
It wasn't even.
It was, and I thought it was dope.
It wasn't even the best TLC match I've seen.
Nah.
And not even including like the Dudley, like not even
the OG,
them, but like there's been some really good TLC matches.
I thought that one was great.
And I think I didn't mind the match. I just don't think it was a 10.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't a 10.
It was hella
to me.
shenanigans.
It was there was some big spots in it.
Yeah.
But Not a 10 out of 10 for me. Like
Fair
10s
enough.
have to be kind of judicious. Like it's a
Yeah, you got like a quarter of the card as a 10.
Yeah.
No, I got 6s on here too.
Yeah, but you got
But
four
you got
10s
four
out of
10s.
like what?
There's only
12
12 matches. That's a third.
That's fair.
Like that's a lot of 10s. But anyways,
I wish 10 was my high school teacher.
Well,
Age
y'all,
for everybody.
y'all judging, y'all know.
looks
So keep
like
on
we
going.
were all in agreement that night 2 of SummerSlam was the better night.
Yep.
Mhm.
I will say moment of the weekend though was Seth Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
for sure.
king of cash-ins.
Who had the best entrance of SummerSlam in y'all opinion?
Just because we haven't talked about this match, I do want to shout out AJ Styles, like him doing the Eddie Guerrero tribute,
Yeah, that
that whole
was dope.
match was an Eddie tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was cool. And like Don was
Mhm.
saying, this is like the 20-year anniversary of like his
Mhm.
custody match, so
Yeah.
like that's why I think that's why they kind of invoked it, which was cool. Like again, it's a through line for storytelling.
Yeah.
We've already talked about it, but Seth Rollins was my best entrance of the weekend because some people were genuinely shocked that he was out there pulling the Kevin Nash, but seeing him drop the crutches and go out, like the whole
Like, I
theatrics
knew
of it
it.
all was fantastic.
I fucking knew it.
Pretty much. And that's what I said when I saw it. Like, I knew you was giving us a Kevin Nash.
I got Naomi.
Oh, with her dad playing. Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
smooth.
dope.
That was smooth. I did like that too.
She is funny on that little scooter Money in the Bank thing. That's hilarious.
I love this last run here.
Yeah,
for
she doing her
Naomi. Like,
thing, too.
She's doing her
Yeah.
thing here. What about you?
Mine was a tie between Cody and Cena, just because the pops, like the crowd.
Come on.
No, I can't.
man.
All right, man. All right, I'm just shut the fuck up.
Dude, I will say though, like I saw somebody on Twitter who was like, I didn't even notice this in real time, but they went from the black and white Cena to like the colorful. I'm like, that was the
How did you not
whole.
notice
That's the
that?
whole-
The whole point.
Dawg said that. I guess
Like that's how you knew. Like, oh, he's a
that's how you
face.
know he's back.
He was out here doing his little salute.
Yeah.
Like yeah, he was doing all the.
As soon
other
as the
stuff.
colors came, niggas like, oh hell yeah,
Colors!
hell yeah.
Shaolin added, I'm okay with the, with a little spot wrestling, especially in TLC match, but that just seemed overly spot heavy. And yeah, because even the part when all the women came in too.
Yeah,
Now the ladder spot that Candice LeRae took,
man,
Mhm.
I was like,
my knee was
Fuck.
hurting.
There was
She went through it knee first.
Yeah.
I
Her-
felt like
her
I thought she
husband-
went through a hip first.
he even stopped, looked like, God damn.
But when he
like,
looked and gave a thumbs up
He
and
was
kept
like, oh,
wrestling,
okay.
I laughed.
I would have been
laughed.
nervous. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Is she
I would say-
alright?
I laughed.
Ciampa did something I ain't never seen when he did like the
Dog,
Yeah, the
but
full-
like shit like that is why I was like, this shit is kind of dope because the table spots were crazy.
Mhm.
You had the Gargano DDT, so we talking about Spot Fest, but Gargano's DDT. You had Lumis leg drop on forward. It was like, damn, holy shit. Then you had Ray Phoenix 5-star frog splash. That was dope. You had Axiom Spanish Fly. That shit was dope. On
but again, like the
Dolphins.
connectivity isn't there. If
Yeah.
It's just like going from spot.
Spot-
but it
Spot
wasn't.
stuff.
It wasn't like going from spot to
I
spot
think-
like that.
I-
It happened
So
throughout.
here's I think what was the problem with that match and why it can't rank higher for me. I think it was too many people. Because
Yeah.
I think once you
I
get
give
to
you
a
that.
certain point, you can't keep an eye on everything that's
It was
happening.
it was too busy.
So
and
yeah,
that's my,
that's
that
that's
was my
the that's the it,
It was
was
too
too
much going
busy.
on.
I think we found with the limit, like there were too many people in that
I
Yeah.
think
match
it wound up being 17 people involved with that match
in total because it was the 6 tag
That's
teams. Then you had the
crazy.
other Wyatt family.
Mhm.
Then you had the 3 women come in. So
Mhm.
like it was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was a lot going on.
It was too many people for me.
But everybody gets paid, so we good.
Yeah.
So, who had the best performance of the weekend? I said CM Punk for the reason that we mentioned. Like the match was fantastic. The way he sold, probably was even a sell, probably genuine happiness of having the title. And then even his face when Seth come out and the other little like just details of it. Like he had his title for 5 minutes and 10 seconds, which is a little bit shorter than what Drew McIntyre
Oh, he gonna
had.
come back talking,
Which was I think
big
5
shit.
minutes and like 40 seconds or something like that at WrestleMania. So that also has a through line there that I like. Best performance?
I'm trying to pull it up. My phone
Yeah, I'm
was
gonna say Cena.
You said the tag match.
Yeah, Cena was my best. I'll be like I said, I haven't seen a lot of Cena, and that's why I was asking y'all, like, okay, where would y'all put this as? You know, is this one of Cena's best matches? This was, especially him being back, like this is the best I've seen him, and
Yeah.
this is the match that we should have got at WrestleMania
Yeah.
for sure.
It's one of his better matches.
And it was clean, like everything was clean. The pacing was good. He didn't seem old.
He did
During
not in
this
that
match.
That's a great
And I
match.
love that he
Yeah.
didn't seem like he was, 40 years old or whatever, and that he was about to retire. So I love that too.
That's it.
But it was I enjoyed it. I was sports entertained, as Eric was saying.
I got all the members of the tag team match, but the ladder match. I think the motherfuckers performance wise, they definitely put on the
They
show.
put their body on the
They
line.
put their
for
body
sure.
on the
For
line.
show.
I guess I liked a lot of the spots. The Wyatts actually looked. This match, I feel like, is the stepping stone for the Wyatts to kind of propel, because I think they looked good during the match as well.
I was
got booed, I think.
like, yeah, the people weren't happy they won that match.
People weren't happy because I feel like a lot of people wanted Street Profits to win.
I think it's because like they're supposed to be faces, but like they had to have like the whole Wyatt family come in to basically win the match.
I mean, that's part of having a faction.
Yeah, but
not a face faction.
Hey, we'll see what happens. Well, like shit, Cena turned face in 2 seconds. So
That is not good practice.
They do it. They do that shit to people. That's weird, but I feel like if they really want to use them and build them, and while they got the belts, and make them worthwhile while they have them. And I think that they should use them as hunters as opposed to hunted. Most champions are being hunted, but if you want to keep their momentum going, to me, I think you should lean into them being sadistic and everything like that. Turn them back heel, make them chase people, and then give them title matches as opposed to them being chased by people. It keeps that, watch out for the Wyatts and who they go after next, and if you can beat them, you get the titles. But if you can't, watch out, like type shit.
We've had the conversation before about gimmicks
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot, and I'm real. This is not the week to have the conversation about the Wyatt Six and how they've been utilized and the viability of using the Wyatt Six, but they're not doing it for me.
I think they're running into the same problem that they will always run into with the Fiend, which was it was great like in isolation, but trying to integrate it into the rest of the roster is kind of like a problem because they're very specific and they damn near exist in their own universe, and like trying to put titles on them means you have to figure out a way to get the titles off of them creatively without killing like the mystique of them being like these unstoppable undead, whatever the fuck they are.
Right. Shell says SummerSlam MVP was Tiffany and Jade. Really, for 7 minutes?
I think 7 minutes was all they needed.
They put on a good match in 7.
I didn't care for the decision just because I don't like. I'm whelmed by Tiffany at this point.
And she's streaking though. They're gonna build her. They
clearly see her as the future, which fair enough. But like it's like you said, it's not doing it for me personally. Yeah. Especially like as a face. Like I think that turning her face was because like the crowd liked her, but like her whole character is heel to me.
Yeah. Wow.
So like I think that's the disconnect.
Scale of 1 to 10. Where are y'all ranking SummerSlam? I'm going with a 7.5.
It was an 8 until Brock Lesnar came back.
So now it's a 7. Straight up 7.
Yep.
I'm doing the maths right now.
So just for some perspective on that, while Tim is tabulating,
you said it's 12 matches, right?
Yes.
Okay.
While he's tabulating that up, I have it at 7.5, which to me, I can't remember how I felt about Night of Champions. I don't think I was super high on Night of Champions this year, but
I don't even remember which one that was.
I have SummerSlam behind Elimination Chamber, behind Evolution 2, which, man, that was a good PLE. Behind the Royal Rumble, behind Money in the Bank, behind Backlash. Then here comes SummerSlam, and then probably Night of Champions, and WrestleMania brings up the rear for me there. So it was fine. It had moments for sure.
Yeah, it was all right.
As long as I had it better than WrestleMania, like I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Which I have Mania to 6. So.
Yeah, so you did. So it all fits. Yeah, for Eric, it's better than that, but not better than a lot of other events that took place throughout.
Yeah, I think it would have been on par with the Royal Rumble again until Lesnar comes back, and the Cena face turn of it all.
Yeah. You said 7.5 too, Ken?
Yeah, 7.5 for me.
Mine went up actually 0.5, so 8.5.
I mean, you got 10. You got 4 10-star matches. Like, yeah.
I mean, I initially had it as an 8. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed this pay-per-view, but this PLE. Like, night 2 was more of my favorite, but night 1, like, they had their moments, but more so night 2.
And that's the problem with the 2 nights, which is part of why WrestleMania also fell down, because it's like, if I enjoy one night, but the other night felt like a glorified SmackDown, like, the whole rating has to come
Yeah,
down
gotta
for
come
me
down.
because it's like y'all together. And the same thing WrestleMania this year, where it was like, man, this just felt. No, I shouldn't
I think,
say
like,
it's not the same as WrestleMania because WrestleMania felt underwhelming when I was
Yes.
done with
Yeah,
it.
after a while, I was like,
SummerSlam
this is
felt
it?
like this was good. Like I was entertained at times.
Mhm.
It wasn't fantastic, and I think for me, part of if I can say letdown was just like how good Evolution 2 was, and that was the last thing we saw before we came into SummerSlam. So for
Mhm.
me, it was like, damn, we went from a card that was damn near perfect in Evolution, and then we got SummerSlam, which it was a bigger card. So like when you have more on there, you're gonna have a lot more chances for misses. So that's part of the game, but
I think it's more the booking decisions, honestly. Like
That's
like
part
we
two.
went. I think we both went 6-6. Or
yes,
like I went 6-6.
you went 6-6. I went 6-6. Ken went 7-5, and Tim went 3-9.
But it was just like the things that we expect, and like I don't care about like what my expectations were, but it was just like a lot of things that was like you kind of set up and then you don't pay it off, kind of.
Yeah. I think that's it. And even with Tim putting it at an 8, that's still for his ranking so far, and he's been a higher grader.
That's what I say. I want
Consistently.
Tim to be my high school teacher.
Yeah.
He had Elimination Chamber as a 10. The Rumble was a 9. Evolution 2 was a 9. Money in the Bank was an 8. Backlash was an 8. I don't have a Night of Champions ranking for you. So, like, yeah, SummerSlam is an 8. Then for you,
I'm about to say it's
on
8.5. So because it was a little bit better than the other 2 8s.
I do not think it was better than Money in the Bank. I even think that the ladder matches we got at Money in the Bank were better than the TLC match that we got at SummerSlam. But I will say this too for you, Tim, because this is the first time, from my understanding, that you've graded it this particular way of going through the matches.
Mm-hmm.
So that might influence the thought pattern behind it. Like I think if you went back and rewatched Money in the Bank, and well, Evolution's already higher than that, but I think your ratings might change for those two. If you,
but I watched that one. Well, rewatching it because I watched that one live. This one I had to watch.
Right, but did you take notes on those?
Oh yeah,
the same. You ranked all the matches and everything like that too.
I think I did for Money in the Bank. I didn't do it for all of them, but I think because it's been more recent.
That's the point that I'm saying. I think if the grading system was consistent throughout, your ratings would be a little bit different. But all in all, SummerSlam came, SummerSlam went, and now we're gonna continue to see what the fallout of it is. Shaolin has it at a 7, as well. Feels about right. Feels about right. Any closing thoughts wrestling wise before we start to wrap up here?
Nope.
No, ma'am.
All right. Hello NBA. No need. We gonna get out of here.
Fox got paid. That's it.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox got paid. I have some questions about that with them having Harper and Castle, but
They ain't got to pay them for a minute.
Yeah.
That's all.
Conversation for another day. But that's the show for this week. We hope y'all enjoyed. As a reminder, make sure you are following us on our social media platforms at Technical Foul, TECKNICALFOUL on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Technical Foul Podcast on Facebook and YouTube. A big thank you to everybody who came through for the live, interacted with us, dropped some comments, make sure you like up the video, and share it with a friend. I didn't see those foes in the comment with the 4 friends that y'all was tagging to share the show last week, so y'all didn't do y'all homework, apparently. But that's all right. That's all right, because we appreciate y'all for being here anyway, and y'all can do it this week. Just share the show.
New opportunity.
Share the show. And if you want to follow me personally on social media, you can catch me.
Wait a minute.
On Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, PSN. I'm in Los Santos now, baby. At Camille Monet, CAMILLEMONAE.
I'm the Eric J. Don't follow me.
Follow Take 5.
Everyday _ gentleman on Instagram, KHarris216 on Twitter, Snapchat, and Blue Sky.
And it's your boy, TIMKINZ, the number 3, aka Ask Ketchum, aka Mr. Give It To Me. We out of here.
Peace out, Girl Scout. That's what my friend
Take
said.
File. Yeah, let's just play that music.
Hit him hard, let's go. Red TECK, running back like where's my replay? Got it all in the mix, no DJs. Said it's hard in the game like you damn miscellaneous. Spitting real talk with an entertainment. Other pods I stand the game up, but they get smacked back down like a WrestleMania. Tell them a little bit of they know ready at a home city, you know, get it block even on the low setting. And you know what you say, so we never gotta get tight and everybody else. Really? Get ready. Ain't nobody else doing this like I.
said.
To my ear later. Shout out to my point guard. We about to hit him hard. Got him throwing in the tap. Tell the red blow the whistle. This is technical foul.
And then Brewers is brewing.
This is 5.
Mhm.
I had
I've been up since 4:30.
today was a Herculean effort.
How many pods you do today? Oh, we still record. We still live.
So I'm trying to.
I ain't saying that name.
Yeah. Me no snitch.